You're listening to the Grand Army of the Republic broadcast, the voice of the Outer Rim.
Alright, welcome back to another Keeli Company mod update. Today we're going to be going over various modules from heal modules, engineer modules, and squad modules. Now, let's start off with the healing module, the medic module. What this module is going to do, this module is out by the way, it's currently in game. You guys can test this out yourselves. A vehicle or item is going to be assigned to this module. For instance, we have 3 vehicles right here, 1 ship, and 1 row medical crate. What this is going to do is all you need to do is walk up to the vehicle. If the vehicle has fuel, you will have a deploy CCP option. Upon deploying the CCP, there will be a radius around the vehicle which will be using as a healing method. This healing method will heal all injured personnel within the area, and they will be healed until they're healthy. If they have broken limbs, they will not be healed. However, everything else will work. And I also want to note that if they have no pulse, you will need to do CPR on them. Upon deploying the CCP, the vehicle will be using its fuel. As you can see to the top left, the fuel is draining. There are settings where you can adjust fuel consumption rate. Once the CCP is also deployed, you will not be able to drive forward. You will need to undeploy the CCP in order to drive. If I'm driving and I deploy it, the vehicle will stop and I will not be able to drive forward. So as the fuel is being drained from the vehicle, that's the balanced gameplay. Logistics is going to be very important with these modules. If you want them to continuously be used in operations, and you're going to need a a refuel system going with logistics to ensure that these bad boys can be operated on the field. Pilots, if you do deploy the CCP with the ships, make sure you're not flying or the engine will die and you will crash to your death. The row shuttle medical variant has this. This is the LS medical lot. We're going to be getting a Keeli Company lot in the future, just using this as a demonstration. This LS lot does not have it. However, once we get a Keeli medical lot, it will have this module as well. Alright, so that is pretty much it with the medical module. To conclude with this, I'm just going to go over the settings so you guys can adjust this as you see fit, or you guys know how this works. So, Keeli Company settings, vehicles, Hermitar, you guys can mess with the radius. It's currently set to 8. The heal delay, so the radius in meters to heal units. Heal delay in seconds between healing actions. Heal amount of pain to reduce per action, and amount of blood to add per action, and the fuel consumption. I know it says 0, however, I currently set it to 0.005, and that is a fuel rate that you guys saw at the top left. If you set it to 1, the engine will be drained in literally 1 second. So other units that might have our mod, you guys can adjust that setting as you see fit, or you guys know what we're working with now. That's it for the medical module. Next we have the repair module. So moving forward, all these modules is currently concept. The modules are not done yet, it's still a work in progress. So the repair module is going to act just exactly like the medical module, however with vehicles. So upon activating, you will be able to adjust the radius, but any vehicles within that radius will be repaired. The vehicle that deploys this module will not be able to drive forward, but they will be repairing vehicles within a proximity upon being deployed. It will drain the fuel. If there's no fuel, then obviously you can't use the repair module. The shield module, this squad shield module, and then the vehicle module, or I don't have a name for it yet, but let's just call it the trench shield module for the time being. So there's going to be a small vehicle and large vehicle shield, which you're going to be utilizing. Now let's start off with the small one. So the small one is going to be at an infantry level. Infantry will be able to deploy this exactly like a personal shield. It will follow them around, and squads could use this to their advantage to push up to open fields, urban environments, moving through roads, etc. Using this shield to push forward or to tactically retreat. This will be operating at a time level exactly like a personal shield. These last for like a minute, 30 seconds, or whatever the settings are set to on your servers. However, it will act exactly like a personal shield with a timer. The vehicles will be using the fuel system. So there's a small vehicle and large vehicle, and it's exactly the same concept with the fuel system. With these, you will be able to drive, use this as cover, push forward or retreat. Vehicles could use this to protect squads as they push through roads, open fields, etc. Protect other vehicles as well. Large vehicles will be able to protect armor convoys pushing through open fields, etc. As well as company infantry could stand behind this and push forward, which is going to be pretty cool. It will be using the vehicle fuel to ensure that it is powered. So this is just concept, this is not in. If I try shooting through this, it will go through. We're currently working on modules to work for this, as well as a model to implement for this as well. Still a work in progress, but once it's done, it's going to be really cool to use in operations. Citadel shield. This is called the planetary shield, but I'm going to call it the Citadel shield. So upon being in the vehicle, you will be able to deploy a Citadel shield. And pretty much the vehicle will be stationary. You will not be able to drive forward. However, you will have this massive shield to protect yourself from oncoming barrages, oncoming fire, etc. Once this shield is deployed, you will not be able to drive forward. You guys know you guys know the gist with it. Currently, the Juggernaut will have this, as well as a Gamut device. We currently don't have one in the mod, however, it's a work in progress. This puppy will have it as well, which is going to be pretty cool. The Squad Shield module. This will be applied to APCs that Nightfall uses, as well as the Gamut transports, and the device transport as well, the one we talked about right now. This guy will be getting it as well. But same concept. If you're in the vehicle, you'll be able to deploy the Squad Shield, and the vehicle will be stationary. You cannot drive forward. Squad Shield will be able to be deployed, and troopers can dismount using this shield to their advantage. They could build trenches, they can use this for mass cases, etc. And you will not be able to drive forward, but you can shoot out of it, of course, which is going to be cool for squads to use in operations. But this is pretty much what we have right now. The medical system, which is done, the medical module is done, and then this concept, which is a work in progress, hopefully we'll be implementing relatively soon. But that's all that I have for you guys. Take care.